Warning, you will not actually learn anything from this video.
Salutations, Myth Explorers! I'm Nedry Flanderbottom, and welcome to another episode of Education with Ned, the show where I try to make learning fun, although sometimes it's ruined by my friends. Oh, Ned, stop trying to blame other people for your show being bad. It's not bad, little Johnny, it's just educational. Though he'd rather watch paint dry than learn something new. That's true! I love paint! Well, today I have a topic that I think you're really gonna love. The Greek gods. Greek gods? Are those the people who shoot lightning out of their hands? One of them does, yes. Cool! Do we get to meet all of the Greek gods today? Well, there were dozens of gods, but the 12 Olympians were the ones who ruled from Mount Olympus according to Greek mythology, and those are the ones that we're going to be covering on today's episode. And I get to meet them? Wow, that is so cool! Well, no, you don't actually get to meet them. After all, they are based on myths. But I did bring in some of our friends and family members to play the parts of these Greek gods and goddesses. Oh man! Boo! That's not fun! Of course you'd think that. Today I'm on a mission to educate you and our audience about the 12 Olympians who ruled over Mount Olympus. How are you already sleeping? This sounds boring to me. Oh, the Greek gods and goddesses are far from boring, and you're gonna learn all about them today. Now, let's get started with the big man at the top. Santa? Zeus. The king of gods. Zeus was the king of gods, the ruler of the sky, thunderstorms, and law and order. He was believed to judge the actions of humans and gods alike. I am the almighty Zeus, the ruler of all gods on Mount Olympus. It's my dad! Hey, Dad! Hey, little Johnny. You're supposed to stay in character. Oh, sorry. With my mighty lightning bolt, I will strike down anyone who is naughty! So he is like Santa! No! Zeus was believed to maintain justice and order among gods and mortals. He settled conflicts. See? I'm a great leader. But he also liked to cause drama among the gods. Lots of drama. Oh, come on. I like to have a little bit of fun, okay? Wow. He doesn't sound like a great leader to me. He was good, but it was his wife who really handled most of the problems in Olympus. Hera, the queen of gods. Hera was the queen of gods in Greek mythology and the wife of Zeus. She was the goddess of marriage, women, and family. She protected the sacred bond between husband and wives. Wow, so she was like the mom of Mount Olympus? Sorta. That's right, little Johnny. And when Zeus would run around getting into trouble, Hera would have to stay at home watching over Mount Olympus. It's my mom! This is so cool! My parents are gods! They're actually just playing the gods. You know what? Sure. If it gets you to actually pay attention, sure. Your parents are the real gods. I have the coolest family ever! Yes. You do, and family is very important. Exactly. Don't challenge Hera and her family. She represented dignity and loyalty and the importance of family life, which was very difficult considering that Zeus was her husband, and he was a bad guy. That jerk thinks he can just run around with whoever he wants? I'll show him. Mom and Dad are fighting! Awesome! Let's move on. Poseidon, god of the sea. Poseidon was the god of the sea. He controlled the waves, earthquakes, and horses. Horses? Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't come up with this stuff. But he controlled the ocean and all of the waves, and sailors would pray to him for safe travels across the ocean. And with my mighty trident I will stir storms, calm seas, and command the ocean. Wow, that is so cool! You're like Aquaman! Yeah, only
without the muscles, but I can cause earthquakes. Watch this. Take that, Aquaman!
Many coastal cities built temples to honor Poseidon. He was very respected, but also very feared, because he was a bit unpredictable.
Some days there will be no waves. Other days I like to see how many boats I can sink. It's just fun. Wow, you're crazy.
Yes, he is! Moving on, Hestia, goddess of home. There's no place like home, and that's exactly what the goddess Hestia represented, the warmth and safety of home life.
So she was like the grandma of all the gods.
You better believe it! And if anyone disrespects me, I'll smack them on their bottom! Ahem! Hestia was known for her calm and gentle nature, choosing harmony over conflict. Oh, I mean, yes, we must all love one another and feel safe in the comfort of our own homes.
Wow, it's nice to have someone who's calm in all this. Everyone else was super crazy. Oh, I can get crazy too if you mess with me.
No. Despite being one of the major gods, she chose to live a very quiet lifestyle, unlike most of the other 12 gods on Mount Olympus.
Why did I get the most boring one? I'm a very exciting old lady.
Demeter, goddess of agriculture. Next up is Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and fertility. She made crops grow and controlled the seasons.
Cool, so she's like a farmer for everything, and she can also control the weather. Sorta. Kevin? You're Demeter? But that doesn't make any sense. You're a boy. Yeah, I know, but I wear a cowboy hat, so Ned made me the farmer girl. Plus, I don't think we have enough girls in this town to play the amount of goddesses. But that's okay, because Demeter is a very cool goddess. Without her, we wouldn't have enough crops to have food on the table.
That's true, and we wouldn't have seasons. The Greeks believed that Demeter created winter because she was mad that her daughter visited the underworld.
So a mom getting mad at her daughter makes winter? Yup, so don't make me angry, or else I might make a 5th season. Wow! I wonder if I punch you hard enough and make you cry, it'll start raining.
Seriously? That's what you learned? Oh well, at least you're sort of paying attention. Ares, the god of war. Now let's go from peace and safety to violence and chaos, shall we? Because the next god we're going to be talking about is the god of war, Ares.
Oh yeah! Let's go to war, boys! I don't want any survivors! We're gonna win! I'm scared! Good! You should be! This is a war!
Ares represented the physical, violent, and chaotic side of battle.
Now what are we standing around for? Let's go fight in a glorious combat!
Because of his unpredictable and fierce nature, many Greeks did not worship him as much as the other gods, though many warriors did look up to him as a source of inspiration. Ares showed that war could be both heroic and destructive, depending on how you fought in it. Athena, goddess of wisdom and strategy. Athena was the opposite of Ares. She was the goddess of wisdom, strategy, and strategic warfare.
That's right. It's easy to go into war and swing swords around and shoot lots of guns. But if you want to actually win the war and avoid lots of death, then you have to be smart about it. Hey, I am smart. I just like to blow things up. Of course you do, but that only leads to more war. But if you actually use your brain like the goddess Athena, you can end the war and avoid any violence. Sounds kind of lame to me. I think Ares sounds cooler. Let's get crazy!
No! This is an educational show. Please, I don't want any violence. Look, whether you agree with Ares' war tactics or Athena's war tactics, that's up to you. But the Greeks seem to appreciate Athena's war tactics more. They even named the capital of Greece after Athena. It was called Athens.
Oh, shoot!
Apollo, god of the the sun. Our next god is a god of many talents, Apollo. Oh yeah, that's me. I do have many talents. Like what? Apollo was the Greek god of the sun, music, poetry, healing, and knowledge.
So I'm basically a singer-songwriter who runs a hospital. You're welcome, everybody. You're like Dr. Seuss.
Sure. He was also known for driving the sun across the sky in his chariot.
And you drive the sun? You're an overachiever. Dude, I am so cool. Yo, my name's Apollo, up in the sky, riding on the sunlight, flying high. I can't think of anything else to sing.
Good, let's move on. Artemis, goddess of the moon. Artemis was the Greek goddess of the moon, wildlife, and the natural world. She was known as a very skilled hunter who protects wildlife and the young people.
Oh! That's me, the lone wolf, out here in the wilderness, fighting off the bad guys to protect people like you. Wow, you're like Batman. Yeah, sorta. Though I prefer the term Stealth Ranger Moon Warrior.
Artemis valued independence and freedom, so she chose to live in the wilderness rather than on Mount Olympus.
Yeah, Olympus is cool and all, but this is where I belong. Out here in the wilderness, among the deer, the raccoons, the bears. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Stay away from me, bear. Ah!
To the ancient Greeks, Artemis represented the beauty and mystery of nature.
Someone help me!
Ah! Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Aphrodite was the Greek goddess of love, beauty, and friendship.
And it makes perfect sense why you choose me to play her. 'Cause I'm beautiful.
No, actually, we ran out of people.
Oh, yeah, this just takes me out of it. How am I supposed to believe that my aunt is the goddess of beauty when she looks like that? Excuse me, you're my nephew. We're family. People actually say that we look alike. People lie all the time.
According to legend, she was born from sea foam that was so radiant that flowers grew from wherever she walked.
So where are the flowers, Ned?
I tried getting some, but they all died as soon as you walked on set.
Oh, that is ridiculous!
To the ancient Greeks, she showed that love was a powerful force that could bring people together and create harmony, but could also create lots of drama.
I don't believe any of these lies. Why can't you just let me have my moment in the spotlight? I am pretty.
Hermes, god of travel and communication. Next up, we have the god who makes the world feel connected. Hermes, the god of trade, communication, and speed.
Without me, you'd never be able to have delicious foods like pizza. Really?
Sure, I guess. Hermes is the god who connected the world. He guided travelers and merchants, making him a very important god in Greek culture.
Hermes was also the world's best delivery man, 'cause he was super fast.
That's true. He was known as the messenger of the gods. He would carry messages from Mount Olympus down to the human world.
How?
With his winged sandals, of course.
Whoa! Can I borrow those one day? I've always wanted to fly to the moon. Sure, but I don't actually have them. Why?
He doesn't understand this is all fake.
Huh?
Never mind. Hephaestus, god of fire and craftsmanship. And lastly, we have Hephaestus, the god of fire and craftsmanship. He created all of the weapons and armor for the gods on Mount Olympus.
Okay, this is just so not cool. So basically, I just have to build things for the other gods? I don't even get to keep the swords?
Yeah, pretty much.
That is unfair. I don't want to be this guy anymore.
But Evan, that's the god you wanted to be.
Yeah, 'cause you told me he was the god of fire. I didn't realize he was just the guy who makes stuff for other people. But you get to make weapons. That is so cool. Without you, none of the gods would be able to fight. Okay, fine. I guess that's true. All right, I guess this guy's cool.
Oh, here's an interesting fact, by the way. Hephaestus was the only Olympian that wasn't conventionally beautiful. He was actually quite ugly, but the Olympians still appreciated his hard work.
Seriously? That's your fun fact? I'm the ugly one too? Oh, come on!
Hey, but at least you make weapons.
Whoop-de-doo.
Well, there you have it. The 12 Greek gods on Mount Olympus, all of which... Oh no. What's happening?
Excuse me. Aren't you forgetting someone?
Richard? Who are you supposed to be?
The name's Hades, god of the underworld.
That's right. Hades ruled the underworld and made sure that souls were treated fairly after death. He was actually Zeus and Poseidon's third brother. Zeus ruled the skies, Poseidon ruled the seas, and Hades ruled the underworld.
Yeah, and although many people think of Hades as cruel or evil, in Greek mythology, he actually wasn't half bad. He was pretty calm and very fair, and he made sure that every soul was put in the proper place in the afterlife.
Wow!
So what's with all the fire? I don't know, just thought it was cool.
Well, little Johnny, I think we covered a lot about Greek mythology. What did you learn?
That Greek mythology is basically one dramatic family with lots of emotions and superpowers.
Sure, I guess. And that's why Greek mythology survived for thousands of years, because they helped people explain the mysteries of the world. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Education with Ned. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below a topic for next episode. I'd love to cover any topic you guys would like to hear about. Thanks for exploring Mount Olympus with us. So long, friends!